my bat mitzvah. Thank you all for coming and celebrating this special event with my family and me. Today is a special day for me because it is Rosh Chodesh, the first day of Elul, and it was when Moshe went up to Mount Sinai and remained there for 40 days until Yom Kippur. When Moshe came down from Mount Sinai, bringing the second set of tablets with him, the nation of Israel realized that the second set of tablets was a sign that God had forgave them from the sin of the golden calf. Ever since, the month of Elul is known as the period of divine mercy and forgiveness. Elul is a time of reflection, thinking about what we have done in the past year and what has to be corrected. There is a verse mentioned in the Song of Songs that I would like to share with you. In the original Hebrew text, Ani ledodi vedodi li means I am to my beloved and my beloved is to me. The first letters from every word spells out Aleph Lamed Vav Lamed, which spells out Elul. This verse teaches us that during Elul, God's relationship between us is one of love and closeness. The feeling of closeness and friendship propels us to return to God and to be even more closer to Him. To illustrate this idea, Rabbi Shneor Zalman, the Alter Rebbe, gives the following description. During the year, when the king is in his palace, there is no possibility for most to meet with the king. Only select few who have good connections get to meet the king in his private chamber. There comes a time, however, when the king is not in the capital city. He goes out in the field. In the field, every one of his subjects can go to greet him. The king graciously receives every single one of them and shows a happy and smiling face, granting them their requests. During Elul, our Father and King, Hashem, is in the field. Even though the days of Elul are field days, weekdays where we work and go to school, still we can greet the king in the field and feel his presence and become even closer to Hashem. After I have fully become a bat mitzvah, I would like to be more like Sarah, the first of the 4 mothers. Abraham and Sarah lived in a tent in the deserts of Beersheba. When visitors passed by, Abraham would always invite them into his tent where he would offer food and drinks. Sarah never caused too much attention to herself, that so being a good, modest achievement. Sarah was also a very holy woman. On Shabbat, the 3 mitzvot that would always happen to Sarah was that the challah she baked would stay fresh until the next Shabbat, the candle she lit would stay lit until the next Shabbat, and a cloud would always cover her tent. This teaches me to do my best at becoming a mature and holy adult. During Elul, the month of mercy, when we are in the field close to Hashem, we had extra prayers, Torah study, shlichut, and we hear the shofar. But most importantly, every day in Elul, we should become holier in every way. It will help us become closer to Hashem and closer to Mashiach's coming. Being holier can bring us to many good deeds, and soon all of the Hebrew nation will act as one and go forth to Israel, when the sound of the shofar is blown, when Mashiach will come. I would like to thank Rabbi Nemes for teaching me part of my classes and helping me write this speech. I would like to thank Chaya Mushka for also teaching me part of my classes and teaching me what becoming a bat mitzvah really is. I would like to thank Linda Walken for helping make this delicious food. I would like to thank my grandmother for helping my mother out with this whole entire bat mitzvah and for always being there for my family and myself. I would like to thank my Savta Kodim, even though she's not here, for greeting me with a warm welcome each time I visit Israel. I would like to thank my Saba Chaim and my Savta Debbie for always being there for me and for my family. I would like to thank my little sister Talia for always putting up with me even though we get into many fights. I would like to thank my father for being such a great role model in Judaism for me and being the best father anyone could ask for. I would like to thank my mother for setting up this whole entire bat mitzvah and for always being there for me in the good times, sad times, and bad times. I would like to thank everyone who helped setting up this bat mitzvah, and I would like to thank everyone for coming.